The Court of King's Bench was one of the senior courts of common law in Ireland. It was a mirror of the Court of King's Bench in England. The Lord Chief Justice was the most senior judge in the court, and the second most senior Irish judge under English rule and later when Ireland became part of the United Kingdom. Additionally, for a brief period between 1922 and 1924, the Lord Chief Justice of Ireland was the most senior judge in the Irish Free State. History of the position. The office was created during the Lordship of Ireland and continued in existence under the Kingdom of Ireland and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Prior to the Supreme Court of Judicature Act 1877, the Lord Chief Justice presided over the Court of King's Queen's Bench, and as such ranked foremost amongst the judges sitting at common law. After 1877, the Lord Chief Justices assumed the presidency of the Queen's Bench division of the new High Court of Justice, which sat permanently in the Four Courts in Dublin. Thomas Lefroy, later Lord Chief Justice of Ireland, was used by Jane Austen as the model for her Pride and Prejudice character Mr. Darcy. Lefroy and Austen had had a romance in the youths. Other prominent Lord Chief Justices of Ireland include Lord Whiteside, who as a Queen's Counsel had defended Irish nationalist leader Daniel O'Connell in court, Gerald Fitzgerald, 3rd Earl of Desmond, Hugh de Lacy, Ristard de Tewett, John Docherty and Thomas Marley, James Leigh and Peter O'Brien. James Henry Musson Campbell, 1st Baron Glenavy, one Lord Chief Justice, Lord Kilwarden, was killed by a crowd during Robert Emmet's 1803 rebellion. Abolition of the position. The abolition of the position of Lord Chief Justice of Ireland was originally envisaged in a draft of the Government of Ireland Bill 1920. The bill originally proposed that the Lord Chief Justice of Ireland would become the Lord Chief Justice of Southern Ireland. However, the then incumbent, the RT, Hon. Sir Thomas Moloney, 1st BT, vigorously lobbied for the right to continue to hold the title even after the bill was passed. Ultimately, his arguments were at least in part accepted. The Act, in its transitional provisions, provided that, while he would in effect be the first Lord Chief Justice of Southern Ireland, his title remained that of Lord Chief Justice of Ireland, although this was a transitional provision and was not a right to be enjoyed by his successors. Subsequently, the highest-ranking judicial posting in Ireland, that of Lord Chancellor of Ireland, was abolished in December 1922. This left the office of the Lord Chief Justice of Ireland as the most senior judge in the Irish Free State, but not for very long. The Constitution of the Irish Free State, adopted in December 1922, clearly envisaged the early establishment of new courts for the nascent state and the abolition of the position of the Lord Chief Justice of Ireland. However, this only took place when the Courts of Justice Act 1924 was finally adopted. Under that Act, the position of the Chief Justice of the Irish Free State superseded the position of Lord Chief Justice of Ireland as the highest judicial office in the Irish Free State. List of holders: 1324-7 Nicholas Fastolf, 1327-8 Henry de Hambury, 1328-30 Nicholas Fastolf, 1330-1 Elias de Ars Hebbornum, 1331-2 Peter Tiliel, 1332-3 Thomas Louth, 1333-4 Robert de Scarderberg, 1334-7 Thomas Louth, 1337 Elias de Ars Hebbornum, 1337 Thomas Louth, 1337-8 Elias de Ars Hebbornum, 1338 Thomas Louth, 1338-41 Elias de Ars Hebbornum, 1341-4 Thomas de Dent, 1344-5 Robert de Scarderberg, 1345-6 John Love Hunt, 1346 Henry de Motteau, 1346–51 John de Redness, 1351–4 Godfrey de Foljambe, 1354–6 John de Redness, 1356 Richard Wortley, 1356–9 John de Redness, 1359 William Le Petit, 1359–61 John de Redness, 1361–3 William de Norton, 1363–5 Richard White, 1365–7 Thomas de la Dale, 1367–70 John Keppoch or Keppoch, 1370–2 William de Skipworth, 1373–75 John Keppoch or Keppoch, 1381 Sir Thomas Mortimer, KNT, 1384 John de Sotherin, 1385 John Penrose, 1386 Edmund Dickley from the Common Pleas, 1388 Richard Plunkett, the 10th of July, 1388 Peter Rowe, the 23rd of September, 1395 William Hankford, 1396 William Tynebeck, 1397 Peter Rowe, 2nd term, 1397 Stephen de Bray from the Common Pleas, 1404 Richard Reed, 1406 Stephen de Bray, 2nd term, 1426 Henry Fortescue, 1429 Stephen de Bray, 3rd term, 1435 Christopher Berneville or Barnewall, 2nd Justice, 1437 William Boys, 1437 Christopher Berneville or Barnewall, 2nd term, 1446 Richard Byte, 1447 Robert Plunkett, 1447 James Allen, 1457 Nicholas Barnewall, 1461 Sir Thomas Fitz Christopher Plunkett, 1461 Nicholas Barnewall, 1463 Sir Thomas Fitz Christopher Plunkett, 1468 John Chevier, 1474 Philip Birmingham, 1490 Thomas Cusack, 1494 Thomas Bowring, 1496 John Topcliffe, for the Exchequer, 1513 Patrick Birmingham, 1521 Patrick Birmingham by a new patent, 1533 Sir Bartholomew Dillon, KNT, 2nd Justice, from the Exchequer died same year, 1534 Patrick Fingles, for the Exchequer, 1535 Sir Gerald Aylmer, for the Exchequer, 1549 Sir Francis Bryan, 1559 John Plunkett, 1562 John Plunkett, by a new patent, 1583 James Dowdall, 1586 Robert Gardner, Sergeant-at-Law in England, 1604 Sir James Leigh, afterwards Earl of Marlborough, resigned, 1608 Sir Humphrey Winch, KNT, Chief Baron, for the Exchequer, made a Justice of the Common Pleas of England, 1612 Sir John Denham, KNT, Chief Baron, for the Exchequer, 1617 Sir William Jones, KNT, Sergeant-at-Law, 1620 Sir George Shirley, or Shirley, KNT, Sergeant-at-Law, 1655 Richard Pepys, under the Protectorate, died the 2nd of January 1659, 1659 John Santhy, the 19th of January pro tem on Pepys' death, 1659 William Basil, Attorney General, the 24th of January 1660 Sir James Barry, KNT, afterwards Lord Santry, 1673 Sir John Povey, KNT, for the Exchequer, 1679 Sir Robert Booth, KNT, died the next year, 1680 Sir William Davies, KNT, Prime Sergeant, 1687 Thomas Nugent, removed, 1690 Sir Richard Raynal, 1st Baronet, dismissed, 1695 Sir Richard Pine, Chief Justice of the Common Pleas, 1709 Alan Broderick, removed, 1711 Sir Richard Cox, KNT and Bart, removed. 1714 William Whitshed, removed to the Common Pleas. 1727 John Rogerson. 1741 Thomas Marley, for the Exchequer, resigned. 1751 George Caulfield, resigned. 1760 Warden Flood. 1764 John Gore, later Lord Annally. The 24th of August 1784 John Scott, created Lord Earlsfort, afterwards Viscount and Earl of Clonmel. The 29th of April 1798 Arthur Wolfe, Lord Kilwarden. The 13th of June, murdered. The 23rd of July 1803. 1803 William Downes, afterward 1st Baron Downes. The 12th of September 1822 Charles Kendall Bush. The 14th of February 1841 Edward Pennyfather. The 10th of November 1846 Francis Blackburn. The 21st of January 1852 Thomas Longlew Lefroy. 1866 James Whiteside. 1877 George Augustus Chichester May. 1887 Michael Morris, Chief Justice of Ireland. 1889 Peter O'Brien. 1913 Richard Robert Cherry. 1916 James Henry Musson Campbell. 1918 Thomas Moloney. Additional reading: Dare Hogan, R.